Today, the riders will weave their way through the Peak District National Park from Ashbourne to Chesterfield over 109 kilometres. The shortest leg this year, labelled the Queen Stage, testimony to its severe terrain. The climbs are brutal, and with no respite, only the strongest will survive the challenge. After 279 kilometres of racing completed at a tad under 40 kilometres per hour, 27 riders are within 27 seconds of the Aviva yellow jersey held by Marianne Vos, with her closest rival, Christine Majuras, a scant 3 seconds behind.
And look, there's Molly Weaver on the front from Liv Planteur. She's been such a strong rider, pushing and pushing every day for her teammates. It seems interesting that Rabo, they're really going for this. It's almost a lead-out train to that sprint. Yeah, and it's all, of course, to help Marianne Vos, the winner of the first edition of the Aviva Women's Tour. Coming up to the line, oh, there it was. And it was Vos that got it, but I think, yes, it's confirmed, 3 seconds for Vos. Once again, Leah Kirchman's up in the mix for the 2 seconds, and it was Majuras that got the 1 second. But there's Koppenberg and Hannah Barnes speeding up there. So nice to see her at the front, especially after her horrible ankle injury last year. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Hannah Barnes get to the finish to deliver her sprint. She won the final stage in the Tour last year. Now then, when they do get to the summit of this climb, 57.7 kilometres, remember it's the longest, the Queen Stage, and arguably the hardest at 109. But if that gap has grown, then I think one or two riders in this peloton are going to get seriously concerned, and a lot of the big markers have missed the move. Well, there is the line. It's not a problem for Hall. She crests the top in first position and adds another 6 points to her tally. So she is tapping it out very, very professionally on the ascent. Well, Dora's just slipped back a couple of places. She'll be pleased with that. She'd like to try and profit from a lead out off one of the other riders, but here they are now. They're starting to wind it up. We're getting close to the line, and on the front we have got leading it out. It looks like Roxanne Knetemann. Knetemann is leading it out, and there's a big challenge coming from Dora, but I think she may have left it too late. Oh, that was a really close sprint. It's academic because the time bonuses for those three will not affect the overall. Right, it was Knetemann that got the 3 seconds, from Dora the 2, and it was Slick that picked up the 1 second. Christine Majuras, she's second on the general classification, just 3 seconds behind Marianne Vos. Oh, and look at the back. This is the front group. These are the sprinters at the back. Jolene Dore really struggling. But on the front, that's Ashley Mouin-Passio making an attack off the front of the group.
Just look at the steepness. They're all out of the saddle, trying to lever the gears over. But the chasers are starting to get themselves organised here. Moolman and Longo Borghini, and it looks very much to me as though Armitstead is struggling to get up to them.
Yes, we don't often see that. Armitstead is such a good climber. She's known for these planetary attacks. And it's interesting to see the difference in styles between riders. Those pure climbers like Hall and Spratt sitting comfortable in the saddle, and while the others at the back are really struggling.
But they are dangerous riders here. Borghini is 11th at 17 seconds, and Moolman is 29th at 17 seconds. But if Armitstead can bridge, she will be a serious breakaway rider, because she's 8th overall at 16 seconds. She doesn't look concerned. She's riding it within her own capabilities. And they've crossed the summit of the climb now. Well, there we are. We can tell who crossed it first. Katie Hall in the leader's jersey in the Strava Queen of the Mountains. So that's another 6 points for her.
Here they are coming to the corners, 1 kilometre to go. Remember, there's 4 tight corners and 300 metres of cobbles to finish this race.
Yep, and a steep hill to negotiate. Look at the kids out here to give them a cheer. And there's only one rider that they're cheering in that front group, and that is Lizzie Armitstead.
Oh, yes, in match she's been wearing the Best of Britain jersey, but if she can swap it for the general classification Aviva jersey, she'll be very happy tonight.
Well, it's looking like Armitstead is brimming over with confidence here, because she's trying to keep them all on the right shoulder, hugging the left curb as well. But here goes Spratt. Spratt, the Australian champion, trying to surprise the world champion, and Spratt gets the front position now. So Armitstead just cautiously taking the left-hander and locking herself in tight on Spratt, and the peloton have now gone under the 1 kilometre sign as well. This is the next left-hander, and down the steep little drop. So they're lining up for the run to the line now, and it's Spratt, the Australian champion, still on the front. Armitstead waiting then to spring the surprise and try and get over the Aussie champion. Round the next left-hander, and they're approaching the cobbles that'll bring them up to the line. Here we go then. Armitstead now beginning to apply the pressure, and it's Armitstead beginning to try and go clear of the rest, and she is going clear of the rest. Coming up to the line, Armitstead is going to win stage 3 here in Chesterfield of the Aviva Women's Tour, and how important is that? Second is Ashley Moolman, and third was Longo Borghini. Amanda Spratt fourth. Now, how important is that 10-second bonus? Armitstead has got to be 10 seconds clear of Voss on the line to take the yellow jersey. The clock is ticking, and the pressure is being applied, and that is Voss. And she is on the front, trying to bring the peloton in here and limit her losses, but she has lost that jersey because there's more than 10 seconds gone since Armitstead arrived at the line. Voss burying herself, but it's been a costly day for Marianne Voss. And the new leader of this race is Lizzie Armitstead with that fantastic stellar performance. A delighted Lizzie Armitstead steps up to collect the stage winner's prize. And the proud Yorkshire lass becomes the new leader of the Aviva Women's Tour. Katie Hall now leads the Strava Queen of the Mountains with an emphatic 14-point advantage. The Chain Reaction Cycles points jersey classification is led by Marianne Voss.